Uploaded 3 years ago. Oh boy. Hi, I'm making an RPG/crafting game called, I don't have a name yet. But in it you play as an adventuring guy, and to be honest, I didn't think about the story much. Mechanically, I want to be a kind of mix between some of my favorite games, like Stardew Valley, Zelda and Valheim. I started working on it a few weeks ago and man, this was a tough journey. Since this channel died a few years ago and many people watched my tutorials and asked me to come back to making videos, I want to talk a little bit about the past few years, what I've done and how this channel will continue. So grab a drink, take a seat and welcome to my first game devlog. So what happened in the past few years? My game dev journey starts about 7 years ago, following tutorials by Brakis the old Unity god. Then I made various games over the time, like my first one called Rob the Bag, a simple 2D game called Shape Rotate, or a nameless game where you need to tap the screen at the right time. I also created some mobile games like Cookie Cat where you collect cookies with some puzzle mechanics, Super A an adventure, a Mario clone with assets done by Kenny, or my first bigger mobile game called Kawaii Jump, an endless jumper game where you collect stars to unlock new skins. I felt like I learned much about programming and making games, creating all those games, and so I started this channel making game dev tutorials. I shamelessly advertised them on Reddit and got some attention, but then the life of a grown-up hit me straight in the face.
Noah!
I started studying computer science and working during the weekends to pay for everything, and the years passed. But now I finished university, working on a full-time developer job and finally came back to game dev. You remember when I told you a few seconds ago that I felt like I got better at programming? Oh boy, after studying computer science I knew I was wrong. I just threw some tutorial code together and barely achieved the things I had in mind. But now I really feel confident to create bigger games with working systems that are scalable, so I want to take another try on creating a game and this YouTube channel. And the result of this decision is the video you are watching right now. So that's the story why this channel was dead for years. And now more to the game I'm working on for a few weeks now. First of all, I want to create a 3D game, but if there's one thing I didn't learn in the past few years, it's 3D modeling. So I took a little shortcut. I know, you may think it's not good to use assets, but I like to work with placeholders to make the prototype more appealing, so for the moment I prefer working with this over this. After importing all the assets, I created a simple scene with a simple terrain with the Unity terrain system, added some props and played around with the Unity particle system to add some atmosphere. And done. A basic playground for prototyping. But now the real work begins. At the moment there's just a static scene and character, and of course you need to move around. For this I just used the Unity character controller with some custom additions. To be honest, at the beginning I thought about using the powerful asset called Game Creator 2 I saw in the beautiful devlog of Aya? I don't know. But after playing around with this visual scripting engine, I decided to do the code myself. The first reason for this is that I love the code and I want to learn more while creating this game. And second, doing everything by visual scripting can become very complicated, only using the inspector for very specific systems. But if you are not very experienced with coding or new to Unity, I can just recommend to take a look at Game Creator 2. This is by the way not a paid ad, why the hell someone should pay me for ads. So now that we can move around, we need some animations. So I jumped on Mixamo, downloaded some placeholder animations for running, set a basic animation controller, did a bit code here, a bit magic there, and boom, an animated character moving around. Okay, so moving is done for now. Next feature on my list is building. For this I got really inspired by Rust and Lance Island. I set up a few placeholder buildings like a wooden ground and walls as scriptable objects and implemented a simple grid alignment and rotation for placeable objects. Because this was really fun, I also added barrels and chests. It felt like a bit weird to place those objects just on a grid, so I can check if the placeable object is restricted to a grid, and by holding shift you can toggle the alignment while placing. By pressing Q or E you can rotate the object by a defined angle. Some things I will handle in the future are occupation checking so you can't stack objects on each other, or more snapping options. I want to implement things like wall spots, so you can put torches, lanterns or decorations like frames on certain spots onto the wall. Okay, but for now building is done. So at the moment this is the state of the game. We can move around and build some basic things. For the next devlog I want to dive deeper into the UI I created. It's very inspired by Zelda the Breath of the Wild. I will also show you how I implemented this mining mechanic. If you have any ideas for this game or want to see a detailed tutorial for something, just let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching to the end. If you want to help me revive this channel, you can like this video and subscribe. Special thanks to my 2 Patreons, which supported me the whole time, even if I don't know why. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.